Hello everybody, Debbie here. In this video I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make this Peach Sundae skirt. This is how the skirt is gonna look like, and it has like splits and all that, and this long waistband, and I also added an elastic thread around it just to make it fit way better. And to make this skirt, I'm going to be making use of this color yarn. If you notice, I use a different color here, but I'm going to be using blue for this other skirts that I'm making in this tutorial instead. And the yarn I'm using is this Mandala Baby Lion brand yarn, and the hook size is 5mm hook, but I decided to use 4.5mm hook just to make it fitter or closed together. And let's just get right into it. So the first main thing to do in the starting of this skirt is to make sure you measure your waist round. So I'm going to measure around my waist so that I can know how I want to make the waistband. Alright, so my waist is roughly around 26, and my waistband, I'm going to try and make it around 25, 26-ish around the side, just so that I can make it fitter. And to start, I'll take my yarn and my hook, and I'm going to chain 20. Chain 20. So once I have 20 like this, I'm going to chain an extra 2. So I chained an extra 2. Now I'm going to skip that 2 that I chained and go into the 20th chain that I made, and just do a single crochet right into it. And I'm going to keep doing single crochet all the way down to my first chain. Alright, so it should look like this first. So once I have this, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn my work and then do single crochet into both loop in the next one like this. And once that is done, I'm going to be working into the back loops only instead until I get to one loop from the last. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm working into the back loops instead. So I leave this front one and go into the back loop and do single crochet, and then I'll do another single crochet in the back loop here all the way down till I get to the last. Alright, so this is how it's gonna look like. You see how these sides are layering on top of each other. It looks like it's gonna layer. So in this very last one, I'm going to work into both loops. Turn my work again, work into both loops, and then repeat the same process again and all over again. So I'll keep repeating this process until I get my waist size, which was 26, or a little bit lesser than it. Alright guys, so let me measure it now. I've made it as long as around 25-26 inches, because while you're doing it, try to stretch it a little bit and also put it around your waist, because you don't want it to be too big. So it's around 26. Once I have it like this, I'm just going to fold it together. Alright, I'm going to fold it together, and then using the same hook, I'm going to just close this, and you can slip stitch to close it. So I basically just insert my hook straight into the first hole in the other side and slip stitch, just close it like this, right? Turn it around like this to make it better, and just insert my hook again and slip stitch, insert my hook again and into the other place also, slip stitch. So I basically do this all the way down. right? So once I do it all the way like this to the end, I can just slip stitch once or twice to just close this up a little bit, take my hook out, and then I'm going to turn this around. So this has to be my front and this has to be my back. And also don't forget, we are going to have to fold this in, right? So basically fold this in like this, right? So this is going to be the front and this is going to be the back. We can do it in the other way around. Fold it in like this. Right, you'll see why I said to do it in the other way around, so we can continue working from this side. So as we are doing that, we can just go back to the hole right here, and then we're going to start working all the way circle and chain one more. Since I already made 2 chains here, I can chain one more, and I'm going to be doing double crochet in circles. All right, I would have started with a single crochet, assuming I did not do a really clean edge around the waistband here. But since the edges are clean, I'm just going to go straight to a double crochet. But if your edges are not as clean, you can start with single crochets, and then after single crochet you do a double crochet again. So let me just do double crochet real quick, around in circle, and next one, and continue. All right, in the very last hole I do a double crochet again, and then I will just close this up by slip stitch. So this is how it's supposed to look like around. And please try not to skip any holes as you are going around. You see how they are packed together, and there's no really visible hole skipped. And all right, so to continue, now we're going to do the layers. So that's the tricky part, but after that part everything is simple, double crochet and go. So the layer is just gonna be this row that I'm gonna do. That's where we start the layer. We do 2, chain 2, roll over. We're gonna do a double crochet into that chain 2 right here. All right, and then what we're going to be doing to make the layer is firstly count all the double crochets we did, because we are each gonna have different numbers of chains double crochet that we did. So I counted mine, and mine is 115 double crochets round. And you can make up how many layers do you want on your skirt. If you want 6 in front, 6 at the back, or 5 in front, 5 at the back, making it 10, right? So I'm trying to make 6 in front, 6 at the back, so making it 12. So basically what I just do is I take the 115, I divide it by 12. It should give me around 9.5 ish. So that means my layers has to be probably like 9, 10, 9, 10, just because it's 9.5. If you have an even number, maybe like a 10, just keep doing 10, 10, 10, right? And just try work your way around the maths of doing it. So I'm going to do 9, 10. So 6 in front, 6 at the back, 12 in total. And to do that, this one counts as a 1 out of the 10 that I want to start with. And I'm going to work in the back loops. I will turn my work around, go to the front loop, turn around again, and through the middle. I will show you guys what I'm talking about. So firstly I did this, and then I'm going to go straight into the back loop and double crochet. Do the second one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I double crochet again into this front loop in front of this last one I did. I'm going to do the same thing, turn my work around like this and double crochet. Just take your time into the front loop here, double crochet, And then right here I can just do a quick double crochet also right here. So 10 at the back, 10 in front also. Alright, so now I'm going to be working into the middles. So the middle is going to be, if you see these really small lines right here in the middle, these small lines right here, that's the ones I'm going to be working into. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to show you right here. So first one is right in here. I'm going to work in there, do a double crochet, work in there again, double crochet. You've done 2 double crochets. Say this next one, do a double crochet, next one again. So this is the last one on the row. Alright, so now we are going to go straight again into the back loop and do 9, because the first one here I did 10. I'm trying to do 10, 9, 10, 9. So straight into the back loop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. Now we can walk into the front loop. Turn your work. You can take your time or slow this video down for this one. Alright, so now we'll do the middle. So if I stretch it like this, it's very visible for you to see those middle ones. This middle ones that are right in here in the middle. Those are the ones that we're going to be working into, are these ones. So for the first middle in here, alright, so again we'll jump straight into the back loop. We'll keep repeating all this until we get to the end. Alright, so in the very last one, now I will just slip stitch like this. So this is how it should all look like. So now basically just going to be doing double crochet round, chain 2, then double crochet round, and then round and round up until we get to the length that we want. So just follow the way it waves around and just keep doubling crochet. So we double crochet inside both loops and continue. You just keep doubling crochet all the way in circles and around until we increase the length up to a length that we want. So this is the last row. Alright, so now when I get here, I just slip stitch and close and close. I just tighten it. I'm going to cut this. I used a total of 2 ball yarns. The yarns I showed you, I used a total of 2 of them, and I made this skirt longer than the original one I did, just because I wanted it to be longer. I did about 10 point, I don't know, about 11 actually, about 11 inches. And the one I did before, which was the original one, this pink one is about 10 inches, I think. It's about 10 inches. But you can always reduce it if you want to decrease it. Just do it to the desired length you like. This is the end of the skirt making, right? However, you could also add the elastic band like I did to the original skirt around the waist, so it can hold on to your waist even more. and I will teach you how to do that right now if you want to add that to your skirt. But if you don't want to add it to your skirt, you actually don't have to. It's very optional. So to add it, I'm going to be using this elastic thread. Well, it's basically just like a black elastic thread. You see that it's really dry. And to do it, I'm going to be using a hook also. You can actually use any size of hook. I don't know, a smaller one can do, or if it's the normal 4.5 like the way I'm gonna use, you can also use the 4.5. It doesn't really change anything as long as you can maneuver it and work it through. So to start, I'm just going to grab a random point because it's not really gonna matter, and I'm going to do it around where I did that my first double crochet after this waistband. So I just insert it in there somewhere in a way that it's not gonna show after I turn it around. So maybe right here, and just make sure it is really tight. Alright, then now we're just gonna be working our way around in circles. So I will skip 3 and go straight to the next. Make sure you see all this a little bit tight, but not too tight, just tight enough. And then I'll tie to make it firm. So you see how I slip stitched and then I tied after that. Skip another 3. I will insert it somewhere over here. I'm going to slip stitch and then tie. Another 3, skip, insert somewhere here. Slip stitch, tie over here. You see how they're coupling up together. It's basically just to make it firm on your waist. So you just continue the same process. You can say you want to just keep 2 instead of 3. You can do it straight up. It really doesn't change anything that much, as long as you make sure you don't pull too much on this, but you just pull slightly on it as you continue. Alright, so I already went around in a circle and I'm coming back to where I started from. I will just continue what I've been doing and then end it back on the stitch I started with, and just cut my elastic. Okay, probably just tie this together, and that's it, guys. We're done with the skirt. So this is how it's gonna be. It still gives the exact same size of the waist, but it's just gonna hold on to your waist a little bit better. And turning around, this is how it looks like, but still stretchy. And yay. And also do not forget to either iron steam, or stretch out or wash or something your clothes after you're done, so that it gives you that really fluffy texture. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Please do not forget to comment if you have any question, even if it's any type of question, just comment, and subscribe please, so you can see when next I'm going to drop another video tutorial or anything in general. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.